Greetings, viewers. This is ERi-TV news broadcast live from the headquarters in Asmara. It's 10:30 p.m. Thursday, the 3rd of February. I'm the reporter Miriam Yohannes with your daily updates. Here's a rundown of the top stories for tonight's English news segment. Announcement from the Ministry of Health. Meeting on implementation of development programs. Failed coup in Guinea-Bissau. Dozens killed in attack on camp for displaced people in Democratic Republic of the Congo. And now we proceed to the details for the local news. We have an announcement from the Ministry of Health. 21 patients have been diagnosed positive for COVID-19 in tests carried out today at testing stations and quarantine centers in the central, southern, and northern Red Sea regions. Out of these, 13 patients are from testing stations in Asmara Central Region. 4 patients are from testing stations in Mandafara 1, Araza 1, Dbarwa 1, and Imnahaili 1, Southern Region. 4 patients are from quarantine centers in Masawa 3 and Natfa 1, Northern Red Sea Region. On the other hand, 24 patients who have been receiving medical treatment in hospitals in the Central Region 22 and Southern Region 2 have fully recovered and have been discharged from these facilities. The total number of recovered patients has accordingly increased to 9,323, while the number of deaths stands at 99. The total number of confirmed cases in the country to date has increased to 9,601. Ministry of Health, Asmara, February 3, 2022. At an activities assessment meeting, area administrators in Barantu subzone reported that strong effort will be exerted to strengthen organization of the public with a view to reinforce their participation in the implementation of the charted out development programs. At the meeting, reports were presented on the activities implemented in the sectors of health, education, agriculture, and social welfare. The acting administrator of the subzone, Mr. Yamana Mahari, said that the major programs in 2021 were controlling the spread of COVID-19 pandemic, boosting agricultural production, as well as conducting community-based environmental sanitation activities, and commended the participation the residents demonstrated in the implementation of the programs. Speaking at the occasion, Ambassador Mahmoud Ali Hurui, Governor of the Gashbarka region, called on the subzonal administrators and other concerned institutions to reinforce participation in the implementation of the guidelines issued to control the spread of COVID-19 pandemic, as well as to give priority to the community-based developmental and social welfare activities. Assistant Nurse Mohammed Said Nagash, head of Buya Health Station, reported that commendable vaccination program has been conducted in the administrative area and the coverage has been over 80%. Assistant Nurse Mohammed said that the achievement registered has been due to the sustainable awareness-raising activities conducted, as well as the growth awareness of the public on health issues. Nurse Mohammed went on to say that prenatal treatment of pregnant women has increased by 25% and pregnant women delivering at health facility by 20%. Regarding environmental sanitation activities, Nurse Mohammed said that 50% of the administrative area have implemented community-based environmental sanitation programs, and the remaining administrative areas are expected to implement the program in the coming months. Commending the activity being exerted to ensure the health of the public, the residents expressed readiness to keep up and develop the awareness already registered. They also expressed readiness to strengthen contribution for expansion of the health facilities in the administrative areas. We'll be right back with the international news after this short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Gunfire was heard around the government palace in Guinea-Bissau on Tuesday, with President Umaro calling it a failed coup in the West African country. Armed men reportedly stormed the government palace in the capital city and engaged in a conflict that lasted about 5 hours with the military. A number of plainclothes militants invaded the palace of the government of Guinea-Bissau when the extraordinary meeting of the Council of Ministers was being held with President Umaro and Prime Minister Nuno at the meeting. The two leaders and others were safely evacuated. As of now, social order in this capital city has basically returned to normalcy. The Economic Community of West African States issued a statement on Tuesday evening, said it is following developments in Guinea-Bissau with great concern. According to local sources and a monitoring group, suspected militiamen have attacked a camp for internally displaced people in the Eastern Democratic Republic of the Congo, killing dozens of people. The overnight assault took place in the country's restive Ituri province, which has been placed under a state of siege since May 2021, an exceptional measure taken by the government to combat armed groups roaming the country's mineral-rich east. Reuters news agency, citing the head of a local humanitarian group and a witness, said the death toll was at least 60. There was no immediate claim of responsibility, but fighters from the Cooperative for the Development of the Congo armed group were suspected of being behind the raid. Russian President Vladimir Putin accused the West of ignoring Russia's security concerns and deliberately creating a scenario designed to lure it into war, and at the United Nations his envoy sounded a similar note. In his first direct public comments on the Ukraine crisis for nearly 6 weeks, a defiant Putin showed no sign of backing down from security demands that Western countries have called non-starters and a possible excuse to launch an invasion. Putin described potential future scenario in which Ukraine was admitted to NATO and then attempted to capture the Crimea Peninsula territory Russia seized in 2014. Russia has massed more than 100,000 troops on the Ukrainian border, and Western countries say they fear Putin may be planning to invade. Russia denies this, but has said it could take unspecified military action unless its security demands are met. Western countries say any invasion would bring sanctions on Moscow. Following is a recap of tonight's major headlines. Announcement from the Ministry of Health. Meeting on implementation of development programs. Failed coup in Guinea-Bissau. Dozens killed in attack on camp for displaced people in Democratic Republic of the Congo. That's all from us for now. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.